mōna karapu, nau mai hoki mai. Ki tēnei ona whakataitai ki roto I te maru o mā tātua, me te awa tipua e rere haere ana. Awesome to be back on the comms with the busiest man in the North Island during the touch season, Rod Walker. Awesome to be back over here. I've just jetted across from an open men's round, and it's going to be awesome to do another call this morning. I had a great call with Matua Shane this morning, watching Freezing Hot for his Huskies, and I'm really looking forward to this battle whānau. We've got Playing Up, Open Women's versus Pearl Jam, so it's another northern battle. It was South Auckland in round 1, and now we're moving slightly north. And we've got Playing Up out of Auckland and also Pearl Jam, which crosses over Auckland North Harbour. So, Rod, just quickly, as someone that comes from the South Island and is invested in our game of touch, we wish to acknowledge and thank you for all your hard work. I know these first couple of rounds is a very, very busy time for you, but the tournament, the fields are looking great. Everything's looking great. We're 2 minutes out from this game, but we do appreciate you and your whānau and the committee's work here for the tournament.
I tēnā pe Rhys, kia ora koutou, katoa, everyone out there. Yeah, no, it's always a good tournament. You know, there's plenty of people in the background that make this happen, and you know we love it. And obviously all the players enjoy turning up here. Everyone gets to test their wares, and it's it's good to see Laxter's here. Obviously, boys from down south, a few boys from across the ditch, even a team from Tahiti. So it's good to have everyone here, and it draws everyone here just to see the best of the best and to see who is what, especially early in the season.
Yeah, and speaking on Lax, it's a team made up of South Islanders and players out of Auckland. Brenda Williams puts this side together with her boys, and late call up for my son who's in his first Whakatane. I'm running out on the wing, and I could see his eyes. He was a possum in a headlight out there running around, but he'll really enjoy it, and it's great to have him here by my side. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. If I'm a betting man, which I'm not, but Playing Up is the hot hand going through all the tournaments at the moment, and they're very deep in experience, and not only just on the field, but their sub box over there. Latoya running the cutter there. No doubt Pete Mack will be making his way here shortly, but a club deep in history, highly skilled, pure athletes. Pearl Jam will need to be at the top of their game to get this one over Playing Up. I'll be going for Playing Up by a couple.
Yeah, absolutely, and these two teams, they play week in, week out, Pakuranga and Auckland. And equally so in terms of Pearl Jam and their coaching staff, the Nicol brothers, Dan and Lewis, very talented, knowledgeable, trying to impart as much as they can into these ladies. I'm looking forward to a dynamic game here, especially in the heat. It's starting to warm up a little bit, Rhys.
It is, and these are 25-minute halves as we get kicked underway, 25 minutes straight, so they'll play the same way, both sides. On your screen, Playing Up, working left to right across the screen as they come in for an early check. Looking to attack the middle, and a 3-3 play coming up. Quickie out to the right-hand side, looking for the step back. Dives going down. Great defense. Great touch there by the middle from Pearl Jam. Touch 4, 2 touches to go. Oh, touch 5. Last touch here, so they'll be looking to run a wee bit here. Maybe put on some sort of cut. Last touch. Looks like they think they've got it. And they're gas back to the short side. Great touch, Pearl Jam. Great defensive set from the start of this game. They've started really well.
This is the key here. Let's see how if Playing Up can hold them out here, this transition. It's where games are won and lost. As you see them lifting hard here. A little bit aggressive.
Yep, played that by Playing Up there. Could have easily been a turnover. And as you said, set completion is critical. In the first game, Freezing Hot over Huskies had a much better completion rate in which they got the result. So here comes Pearl Jam with the extra set, looking to drive through the middle. Looking to set up a play here on the 7th. Playing Up, have to go back to side on, check back. Yeah, good defense there by the saving middle.
Confidence there, Rhys, on the line. Like, everyone just trusting one another. The comms are going. Everything working well for them at the moment, as you would expect.
Yeah, you can hear the communication across the goal line on both sides. This is a good start. Pearl Jam are in this one today. As Playing Up, looked to get a little bit of a bobble. No, I thought the referee was going to call that. Looking through a 3-3 plant. Scooping the short side. Taking the short side. Burns the corner. Inside ball. Great touch again. Really good recovery there from Pearl Jam.
Bit of an arm wrestle right from the get-go, Rhys. Both sides don't want to give anything away here. Working hard.
Yeah, good foot speed from both sides. Playing Up, moving through the field well. Pearl Jam really need to take the ball forward a couple before they start taking it to sub box. There they are. struggling to get to the halfway at this stage. Thatcher comes on, touch forward. This will be the fifth touch coming up. This is better, opening up the field a wee bit. Check off, look to go back to the middle. Checks back to the middle for a scoop. Good direction there from the number 8. Gets it back into her hands, looking for a 32 platform. Link comes in. We'll look to either chuck or scoop short side. Takes the short side, bounce back out. Great defense from playing up there. Ball still live. Now we're into numbers. Check off there, back inside. Good cover defense. Great diving touch. Referee's looking for, yep. Great open play. The ball was shifted. Great ball movement on last touch. Playing up looked like they had it under control. The ball movement always beats the man. They checked one side. They went back to the far side, checked back in, and a try on the dive. Beautiful work by Pearl Jam, and they take an early lead.
As we see the replay here, Pearl Jam just shifting the ball left to right. Hetfield managed to dig in, dive low, gets them on the board.
Playing up from the tap off, they'll be looking to strike from the middle again. Here comes the splitter play. A variation of the dingo or the 32 peel. Started off in Australia and now it's become a popular play across the globe. Playing up. Expansive play. Sweeper goes around, fakes the sweeper, looking for the inside ball. No, takes the corner, looking for the outside, looking for a free player. Great defense. Great trust, great communication there. Looks like the referee's given a penalty.
Holding, yeah, she's calling a hold on that one there. There's prime opportunity now for playing up to get one back. Full set.
Cookie short on the step back. Great defense. They're really tight in the middle there. Early on in the set, it's also good to go through progressions. First couple of touches, test them on the inside. Couple little quickie plays. And look to get expansive as they're drifting across to the link platform. Sweeper comes, looking for the sweep on the link, dummy half. A little bit of miscommunication there on attack from playing up. They'll look to tidy that up. Still looking for this link platform with the 32 back to the middle. Good communication and good defense from Pearl Jam. Playing up, we'll look to create an opportunity here. There's the 32 again, scoops to the inside, looking for the short ball. Great defense.
Chopper, she got it down.
Yeah, I thought it was great defense. She was there, but the referee's called ball down first. And just like that, playing up, level this one up at 1-1 in this open women's round 3 game.
And the key thing, I guess, with the tournament, Reece, as you'll know, with Waitere, it's pretty cutthroat. So the reality is, in your pool games, if you lose a game, you're pretty much all out of the top prizes. So you really do have to stay on your medal for the entire day.
And it's you're right, Rod. And it's really good to see all the grades are very, very competitive. As Pearl Jam look to great defense there from they're really, really solid in the middle of the field. Pearl Jam, a lot of training hours have gone into defensive systems. It's the most important part of the game. As Pearl Jam look to break them down, brings it to the link channel early. Yep, the fake sweeper looking for the check on the inside. Yeah, she bobbled it and caught it and must have regained possession before playing the ball down. Hold on, the referee's just looking for the call.
Yeah, I think she got the call from the sideline referee. The ball was bobbled.
Yeah, and as you might be able to hear through the sideline microphone there, coach letting the referees know this is how we call the games. I actually thought she bobbled it and didn't regain, so they're lucky to get another set here, Pearl Jam. They're going back to the middle of the field. They've been successful from the link channel. Yeah, and from what I've seen in the first 6 minutes, Rod, Pearl Jam are really, really solid in the middle of the field. I would be attacking at the link channel if I was Pearl Jam here. As they continue, here comes the sweep back to the middle of the field. They fake the sweeper. Link lifted high, went behind it, unlucky. Just as I was saying, the link wing, link middle channels are not, I'm not saying vulnerable, but that's where I'd be attacking if I was Pearl Jam. When they went that way, and just a handling error couldn't take them to a 2-1 lead. And here come Pearl Jam with their yardage play. Really good foot speed, getting over the 40, working towards halfway. Latcher comes on, early latch, touch 4, great play. Looking for a middle scoop here. Left middle makes the touch, turns inside, gets a short side taken. Yes, gets onside. Great communication from the referee there, letting her know you're onside and you're available for a touch. Great set, great defense, and great exit from Pearl Jam. They'll be looking to press here.
25 minutes one way. You really don't have a lot of time to settle in. and work your stuff out. It's got to be from the get-go. In both teams, you can see them here. It's been a bit of an arm wrestle, 1-1. No one's really settled either way, Reese.
No, that's right, and that's why it's 1-1. Couple of early jittery mistakes, but there's a bit of a flow going on in this game. Yeah, this is end-to-end. Now, this is actually what we want to see, Etefanu. We want to see end-to-end battles. We want to see fatigue. We want to see the day warm up. And we really want to see, that's the best of the best, you know, players under fatigue showing their skill set as Pearl Jam just continue to work the ball down the middle of the field on their exits. They look really, really strong and cohesive in their orange as they check off now. Winger comes up to shut that one down. Great defensive work from the winger on touch 4. And here comes Last, looking for a scoop. Great corner defense by the left middle from Pearl Jam. Step back in. Shutter wasn't. Yep, and the shutter was there. Great work.
You're right, though, Reece. That's it. End to end. It's pretty much what they're doing. Playing up that time, you know, their runners doing a great job of finding the gate, getting in behind. Makes it a lot easier for the next runner coming through.
Yeah, now they're starting to warm into their work off the back of yards. I tell you what, Rod, in terms of skill set, the confidence. Just as I say that, it's the commentator's curse. I was going to say the skill set for the majority of the first 8 minutes has been outstanding. The confidence to move the ball. Unfortunately for Pearl Jam, they've given playing up an opportunity inside their half, and they'll go deep to the 7 now as fresh subbers come on. Here they come now, just working their way. They'll have a set play in their mind, but they'll have a secondary play. It's a 3-3 option. Here goes McIntyre, feeding the crossover. Pulling out, didn't get the picture. Last touch. They won't be happy with that. They had plenty of time to set that one up. Last touch option here, looking to check off. Great defense once again going into man on Pearl Jam. Good work. Great coaching.
Yeah, not quite the opportunity taken there. So great work from Pearl Jam as we see them bringing it out. Maybe a little bit slower than playing up coming through, but they're certainly getting the job done. Obviously wary of the error that they made prior. So they want to make the most here.
Yeah, box side wing is very, very hard, and the wingers over there are doing a great job for Pearl Jam. Getting to dummy half, stepping forward, fundamentals of the game. Here's a scoop on Last, looking to hit the link, throws it past the chopper. But it's a completed set once again from Pearl Jam. It's 1-1 here, approaching the 10th minute, 15 minutes to go. 25-minute straight hits here, so there's no rest for the players, but also there's no rest for the referees and the commentary team. So we're on here, Whānau. Rod and I, we're doing our best to bring you this live action. As Pearl Jam, they work just so well through the orange zone. Setting up for last touch here. There'll be a scoop off the back of this play. Momentum slowed a wee bit. Pearl Jam settling into the 7. Scoops the short side. Gets through into the in goal. Check off. There's a bit of a push. Gets the ball down though. Referee backs up. Checks with the sideline officials and awards the try. And there we go. Breaking the deadlock. With a scoop on the short side. Easy check-off play on the 10th minute, 2-1, playing up. There's a bit of a ding-dong match going on here.
Absolutely. I thought Pearl Jam did well there during the transition, just running alternates, you know, taking the time and space away, not really giving playing up much opportunity, but that little pick, that's all it required, got him behind.
Yeah, both teams playing a corner shutdown defence, and unfortunately there, Pearl Jam, just a lapse in concentration, allowed the scooper to come through, but they get the tap off at halfway. Touch there before the mistake. Yep, rightly so. Pearl Jam, be good if they could get to the... Here comes the sweeper. They're looking for that link channel. Not their first barbecue, the Nickel brothers, so they'll know where to attack. They know where it is. There goes the sweeper. Hits the sweeper to the link channel. Step back. Dive. Yes, and the ball's down, and just like that, knowing the Nickel brothers well, they'll know that playing up are really, really good on the inside, and I started to isolate that link middle location. And there we go. They strike back 2-2 after the 11th minute.
Yeah, it was well done. Tournament today, 73 teams, 130 registered. We can only take 73, so there's 73 here, over 80 referees. So the interest has been really, really high. And you can see why with the quality of play that's on the show here at the moment.
Oh, that's right. You know, and I've been blessed to be able to... Oh, nice play there. Yeah, beautiful work. Playing up, gone away from attacking the middle. And once again, it looks like both teams are really looking to isolate the link defenders on both sides. But you're right, Rod. Like, I've been blessed enough to come to this tournament. I think my first one was in 2006 pre-World Cup. Bought a tent here, and it's been coming back every year, and it's just getting better and better, man. Like, The skill level of these women's sides is through the roof, and it's awesome to see. But man, even just watching the 35 pluses out there, man, those guys, geez, it's just like they were in the open men's again, because it's very similar to teams. But back to the women's here. Pearl Jam down by 1, working the ball to the middle, but no doubt they'll go to the link channel. I think they're going to look to come to this left-hand side here. Here we go. Here's the fake the dingo. It's the dingo plus. Great defense by that link on the far side there. That's exactly what you want to do. Lift and allow your middles to recover. Scoop on the last. Tries to get through, but as I said, middle defenders being very, very strong in this first half of this game. Pearl Jam, unfortunately, couldn't score there. Playing up, going a little lateral early on. Can hear the coaches saying, go forward. And here they go, looking to get over the 40. Good touch, a little close to being off the mark there, but play on. Looking for a last touch option. Scoops through right through the middle. Referee looked like a little bit short on the 7 there, but they're the ones right there. Yep. Great field position here for Pearl Jam if they can get the first couple over the half. A little bit of an overrun there. Yeah, tired legs out there. They've just done a couple of big sets. Fresh legs coming on with good energy. Looking for the check. Gets it to the middle. Checks back in. 3-3 option here. That's only touch 4. Look at the scoop. Back to the middle. Maybe looking to strike. There's the quickie. Quickie step back. Looking for the short. Hits the link chopper. Great defense from the winger there. That's a great read from the winger from playing up there. Save to try. And here they go through the middle. This is much better first touch. Now they've really got playing up on the back pedal. That's touch 2. Got to watch the forward passes there from half. That's a fundamental. As they go, that's touch 4. This is great field position. We'll be looking for a 3-3 strike. Gets the left middle. Takes the corner. Start a step with the goose step. Checks back into the other middle. Toucher was there. Great honesty. Could have easily caught a touch there, but honest to the referee. And playing up off the back of a couple of great forward momentum drives coming off their line, we're able to manipulate the last touch scoop. Beautiful work from playing up. 4-2.
45 seconds left on the clock. Important that Pearl Jam get underway. They need to get it back real quick. But yeah, coaches, Latoya, she'll understand where the clock is.
Yeah, 100%. They do look quite in control. They don't look like they're panicked at 4-2 down at the moment. Oh, that's unfortunate. The last set, it was a touch before the mistake. Similar play, but the referee said turnover. The other ones with the whistle out there. Very experienced refereeing crew out here at the moment. Working well in a trio. Awesome to see the amount of quality refs you've organised to get here, Rod. Great work once again by the organising committee. Doing a great job as playing up. They'll look to score here, and if they can get to 5-2, it'll be tough to come back from Pearl Jam. Rolling back into the 7, yeah, and rightly called by the referee. Once you're in the 7-metre line, Whānau, you have to keep moving forward. Once you get out there, you have to stay out there, and you can't roll back in when the ball's live. Here's a 3-3 play from Pearl Jam, from playing up, sorry. Looking for the step back dive, both defenders there. Nice tight defense there from Pearl Jam. Early test after the penalty. I like the way that they're going through their progressions. They're going for a little tester here. There we go. Quickie. Fake the quickie on the Ozzy. Bounce out. Great read from the winger. It's exactly how you want to defend it. You fake the quickie. When they throw the out ball on the link, you want the winger to slam that one. Too hard for the link in middle to recover there. Great defensive read by the winger there. Great work from Pearl Jam. Just looking to get fresh subbers on. Playing up, look, full of energy still. Going into the second stanza of this 25-minute straight hit. Last touch there. They'll be disappointed in field position, but at least they completed the set. Nickel brothers there. Louis and Dan working with their players, working with individuals. Trying to come up with a strategy to get back into this one. If they can claw one back for 4-3, they've got to make a good defensive set here, and most importantly, get it through the orange zone, look for an opportunity to draw a penalty. Here come playing up. In full control of this game at 4-2.
Plenty of time still left on the clock though, Reece, for Pearl Jam, as we see playing up deep into the line to low. The referee calls the touch.
Yeah, looked like a good touch to me too. Both players diving. Defensive players not diving there usually. From my past experience, referees do like to see the effort of the dive. It's a great touch on last. Nice positive touch from Pearl Jam. And then she doubles off to make the second touch there, number 7. Playing a pivotal role there on the defensive line as they check, get it to the winger, playing dummy half. She's been great out there on the far side, looking for the snake down the sideline. They're making good yards here, checking off again, and draw the penalty. As I said before, if they have a solid defensive set and they can get it through the orange zone, whānau orange zone, what I mean by the orange zone is the middle of the field. So you've got the red, which is your defensive, you've got the middle, which is the orange, and then obviously on attack, it's the green for ghost. So great work from Pearl Jam there, drawing the penalty. They've got field position. This, to me here, with 8 minutes to go, is a critical part of the game. Working through the middle, complete the fundamentals. Link channel, here they go again, sweeping on the link. Link has to get back onside, step back, looking for the short, no second phase there. Scooping in, looking over the top, there's the link, step back, short. They'll be really good with great defense, much better defense there from playing up. Kept moving forward, not like early on in the game where Pearl Jam were able to score. And here they go, they'll be working really hard, this unit that was just on for playing up, and now they're getting off, fresh legs coming on. Good foot speed, good latch coming on. Here comes the drive. Fundamentals, a touch, get it to the middle, scoops the short side, step back, short to the planter. Link chops, great run catch pass there to the winger on the shutdown defense. And she strolls in, taking it back once again to a great defensive set from playing up. First couple of drives were very, very strong. They were positive through the orange of the field. They got to the scoop, step back, and it became a numbers game on a shutdown defense, and the winger strolls in.
Great skill set. We just draw past. It's just the basics. At the end of the day, when it comes back, when you get back to those basics, it can get you over the line every time.
Beauty of this tournament, Rod, is it brings in the best of the best from not only New Zealand but Australia, and I do know that all the New Zealand coaches are here in some capacity, and they'll be keeping a close eye. Although there's some trials next weekend, this is the main trial here. How can you play in the heat of Whakatane? And here they come, down by 3. They really need to strike crossover. A little bit of a pick, hits the link. Great run catch pass, as you said. Great defensive work by the number 10, the winger from playing up. Scoops in field, but that's 6 touches. Sideline official comes on. Bit of a discussion.
Yeah, there was a great lift there by the playing up winger. She came up out of the line. The link ran her under just to cover it.
She's made 2 or 3 great plays on this near side wing. Not too sure what the call is there. It's a penalty. Pearl Jam. Here goes the early sweeper. Good defense into the in goal. Oh, unlucky.
Ooh, early in the count, Reece.
Yeah, and great work by the winger again, because all her inside had collapsed on that dummy half and she held strong. Very work, and early in the count, you're right, the progression of after a penalty on the attacking line is just a wee bit different by the two sides. And here they go again. It's like a well-oiled machine playing up. Nice positive touch though from, oh, yeah, referee just...
Sammy Stanton, she knew that one.
I was just going to say that's a nice positive touch. That's just your normal touch in the men's grade, and hopefully it's good to see the women's getting nice and physical here. Pearl Jam give away the penalty, and this is where playing up have been really strong. They attack the middle first. Here comes the dingo play, fake the dingo to the plus, which is to give it back to the splitter. Great defense in the middle of the field. Both teams have been strong in the middle of the field on the goal line. It's been through transition off the back of the yards. There's been a few defensive errors. Here come playing up. Back to the middle, possible sweep. No, it's the splitter play. Step back to the short. Great defense. Great defense by the Pearl Jam link there. Made a couple of critical touches there on the shutdown. Playing up, working through their progressions here, Rod, early on in the set.
Zoe Soshit stepping out of the line there for Pearl Jam. Done a wonderful job. Of course, plenty of experience in that Pearl Jam side, both sides. So they certainly understand the defense as well.
Not only in this grade, in the women's, but also just watching the first men's round. Gee, although we're coming off the back of Christmas and New Year's, Rod, gee, some of these players look absolutely tip-top, Nick. Knowing that, yep, there's some New Zealand trials happening over here next week. But, gee, they look fantastic. All the players here are looking great. Pearl Jam a little bit static coming through the line here. They have to scoop from long range. And just easy defense there. A little bit of fatigue coming into the legs now, yeah.
Yeah, it hits the legs, then the lungs, and then the mind, Reese.
That's exactly right. When you get under fatigue, you slip in, unfortunately, mentally, you can make lapses, and there we go. There's just I like to call it attitude right there. Plenty of comms coming from both coaching crews at the moment. Awesome to see. Yeah, playing up. Gee, they got good movement. They move very, very well. And I know a lot of time goes into this club. Men's and women's. Playing up men's team. They're very, very strong as well. But this women's team here, looking very, very sharp once again here at Whakatane as they look for the crossover quickie. Great work by that winger on the outside. Does she get the touch? All three officials give it the green light. And playing up really in the last 3 or 4 minutes. It got close there for a wee bit at 5-3, but now it's 6-2 unofficial. And here we go. It's just a crossover quickie. The wing is just a little tight. Has to be in there to look after the link. And unfortunately, once again, the ball beats the player.
Great work, Mariana Wiria. As soon as she got the ball was down on the ground real quick. It's giving Pearl Jam no chance to get the touch on that one.
Yeah, and like you said earlier, Rod, you know, like this is just cutthroat. And that's the beauty of Whakatane, really. In most tournaments, you get a second life, but early on in the day, this could be it. Beautiful long ball. Unfortunately, couldn't catch that one and is calling for a sub. Oh, the physicality, yeah, the physicality is really coming in. I think Pearl Jam really understood how good playing up were through the middle of the field. Really, your only strategy is to get a little bit physical and stop momentum, but referees are too sharp for that, calling the penalty, and rightly so.
Yeah, the referee's doing a great job of controlling this one. Because as you know, Reece, whenever you go out there, there's certainly more than 3 referees.
Yeah, it's been a major work on for me over the last couple of decades, being in the coaching box. And I tell you what, it's because of the competitiveness of everybody involved in this game. It's very, very hard to not let emotions take over. And here goes playing up again. Once again, fake the little quickie. Go to the open side. Playing up or requesting a play that. Can we have another set, please? Yeah, and there's plenty of yarns. I can see Louis Nico on the far side there. He's just in the back of the sub box, letting his brother take the reins of this women's team, helping where he can. Nice and cool, calm customer there. Playing up 6-2, unofficial scoreline here. Only moments away from this one being finished. Oh, yeah, the split infield into the short ball back. Cheeky wee plays. They're really starting to express themselves with their little wee short game plays now. Playing up, which is rightly so at 6-2. And there goes the final hooter, the last play. A little bit of a goose step. Late cut in. Good to see that Pearl Jam, the girls out there, were still chasing right up to the 25th minute. Rod, 6-2 as we called it just before the game. I did think there were going to be a couple of tries in the positive here. And Pearl Jam, unfortunately, through the orange zone and getting the exits, just quite weren't good enough in this fixture with playing up, taking the chocolates, 6-2 in this one. Rod, any last comments?
No, it was a great spectacle. And you can see the heat here, it's starting to take its toll a little bit, even though they're only on their second game of the day. It certainly is starting to wear on them as we see the temperature is starting to soar a little bit. So, but it's great to be here with you again, Reece. Calling, certainly enjoyed it.
Yeah, thanks, Rod, once again. Whānau, do not change the channel. There is a huge open men's game coming up. Wairere open men's first lock-in out of Te Arawa Waka, Wairere from across the motu, but come together. Always 2 competitive sides, and this is going to be a real ding-dong battle coming up.